start. US policy may see more consistency without dependence on personalized summits, while US Democratic Party contender and former Vice President Joseph Biden still needs to tie up some loose ends for an official seal to his victory. It is clear that New Delhi is now preparing to work with a new US administration. The win is a mixed bag for the government. On the one hand, Mr. Narendra Modi invested considerably in the Trump administration, which included the Houston and Ahmedabad rallies with Mr. Trump that indicated a virtual endorsement for his re election. The External Affairs Minister's snub to the Democrat led House Foreign Affairs Committee and the invitation to senior Trump officials for 2+2 talks just before the US elections also played into the impression of New Delhi expecting a Trump win. On the other hand, Mr. Biden, a long-time supporter of the US-India relationship, brings to his presidency both the comfort of his understanding of foreign policy and the promise of future strategic ties. Foreign policy itself may not be his immediate priority given the US battle with the coronavirus pandemic and the president-elect's goal, which he articulated on Sunday, to heal rifts in its polity and restore the soul of America. However, it is clear that he will make moves to reverse some of the Trump-era policies. For India, these could include the US return to the Paris Climate Accord, which would help with its energy transformation, and a return to Iran nuclear negotiations, which will facilitate its regional connectivity ambitions. He is unlikely to reverse the Afghan pullout and instead might make it a more measured exit. On China, he is likely to adopt a less confrontational attitude while maintaining a pushback. Where he will no doubt press a hard nerve is on the issues of human rights, Jammu and Kashmir, and the Citizenship Amendment Act, given a policy paper his campaign released in June 2020 that quoted him as being disappointed. But these are more likely to be areas of engagement, and New Delhi should be prepared to hold its own in tough conversations on these sensitive issues. Mr. Biden's presidency promises a change in leadership style with broader powers to advisors and process driven decisions. His belief in building up US traditional transatlantic and trans-Pacific alliances might be at odds with America's more transactional trends. No sudden moves such as Mr. Trump's withdrawal of India's GSP export status may be expected, and policy consistency is likely to be preferred to a more personalized summit style. Above all, a New Delhi prepares to adjust its responses to the new dispensation. It would welcome Mr. Biden's stated intention to re-energize the multilateral global order and to restore the US position in leading not by the example of its power but by the power of example. Stop.